Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another morning breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. Let us be thankful for another day, not promised, but indeed graciously granted. We are almost near the end, y'all. We are in week 3 of the 31 ways to be accelerated into purpose. So today, this morning, I am talking about spiritual assessment, spiritual gifts assessment. And you're probably wondering what does that have to do with me accelerated from a professional standpoint? So simple. A lot of people have not even taken a spiritual gifts assessment, but what it does is it helps hone in on the things that you're good at the things that you are have a natural talent for. So when you take a spiritual gifts assessment, it helps point out different areas where where you have, again, a more natural ability to perform in. So, for instance, some of the results that come back from a spiritual gifts assessment include maybe you are more musically inclined, maybe you have it comes back as being a teacher or an administrator or being merciful, being an exhortator or an encourager, being giving, being merciful. So it gives you a list. It's a questionnaire, and there are so many different ones out there. So some can range from 20 questions to 108 questions. And when you answer, just like any assessment, answer with your first response. Don't think on it too hard. And then it gives you your results back. And this helps you. So maybe you've come to a plateau in what you're doing now. Maybe you're feeling stagnant, complacent, or you feel like you're stuck and don't know which direction to go. And so a spiritual gift assessment is just a guide to kind of help you figure out again, or even to enlighten you on some things that you may not have realized that you were had a natural talent or gift or purpose for, so to speak. So again, I just actually took one a couple of days ago, and mine is still ranging in the same area. So for the longest, I think I've been taking them well over 10 years now, and I take them. I would suggest you take them at least maybe every quarter, at least once, twice a year, just to kind of see where you're at. I know when I first started, mine showed as my top 3 being giving, teaching, and being merciful, or actually giving, being merciful, and encouragement, exhortation. And it was like that for a long time until maybe when I started teaching or close to teaching. Uh, in my later years, in my as I got older, it switched a little bit. Only one actually switched. It went from being giving and exhortation to teaching. So that's what it's been for the last few years. And I think this last one I took, I'm still waiting for the actual paperwork, but I think the last one I took, it showed shepherd, which is the same thing as a teacher or a pastor. It showed, I think she said giving, but merciful was back, or show of mercy came back up. So I am still pretty much in the same, on the same area or the same spectrum, so to speak, and I'm actually working in those particular areas. So again, when you take the spiritual gifts assessment, it's just a guide to open your eyes to what you can be doing. Maybe you get hospitality, or maybe you get exhortation, and it's like, so what happens is when they give you your top scores, they also show you what areas that you can be working in. And so that's also a good indicator of if you are in the right place. So again, spiritual gifts assessment, and I will have to come back in and give you a link, but spiritual gifts assessment are awesome as far as helping you consider new avenues that you may not have considered in the past, or to get a better idea of how you can operate in your purpose. So maybe you know that you're gifted and talented in something, but you don't know how to use them. So an assessment can help you figure out, okay, I can do this, or I can do that. So and I think it does in some of them, they do give you, again, the type of areas where this gift is most seen or most effective. So again, One of the ways that you can be accelerated into purpose is by taking a spiritual gifts assessment to consider where you are on the spectrum. Are you working in your purpose now, or have you not tapped into some things? How have you changed over the years? Nobody stays the same. We change. We all change in some shape, form, or fashion. How has different circumstances changed your mind? Maybe what you didn't see before, you're seeing a little bit different now. So again, these tests or assessments are good to, as a baseline, as a guide to help you consider where to work, how to serve others through your gifts and talents, and just to see where you're at. So again, those are my nuggets for this morning. I will put a link later in with a spiritual gift assessment, or you could also Google and just take a couple and see where you land at. So yeah, have an awesome, it's Friday, y'all. Hope you have an awesome Friday, awesome weekend. Remember to stay safe, be safe, and be a blessing to someone else. Thank you for tuning in to another Morning Breakthrough with Coco, your purpose accelerator, here to push, provoke, and catapult you into your next level of divine greatness.